essentials. This kind of just adds to happiness, adds to the doctors. They get unhappy a lot and they demand money a lot. So you get into a habit of ticking all these boxes and then planting them all down so the room looks prettier. Hello everyone, and welcome back. Well, not back, this is the first time, to CorsixTH. So, CorsixTH, or Corsic, I'm probably butchering that pronunciation as well. CorsixTH means theme hospital. So this is a kind of a theme hospital mod, or modernization, for theme hospital. So, which is a game I loved back in the day. And this is a project I've been following for a while. There was links down below how to see it yourself, and you can play it yourself if you've got the original, if you've bought the game, and you can actually download this mod and see it. And essentially, it's just converting the theme hospital over to a remake, basically, or a modernization. So what we're going to do is, if you guys want to join me, we're going to be playing this game. And just for the record, this is version 0.63, so there's a lot of bugs still, and you'll notice them once in a while, so you'll see me needing to revert the game once in a while if a bug happens. Luckily the game auto saves, so if a bug does happen, we can revert it. Either way, basically the crux of the game is that you have to build a hospital. So let's just watch it and see what happens. Alright, let's do this. We're going to be medium. We're going to have the tutorial off because I've played this game far too many times for my own good. Probably should do it hard just to make it a little bit, you know, fun. Not fun, well, medium's the only way I can not lose. So as you can see here, this is kind of the levels. So you'll go to every big circle. There's another level until you get to the middle. It's pretty old school 90s, basically. Alright, so basically, welcome to your first hospital. To get the place up and running, you need to build a receptionist desk, a GP's office, and hiring a receptionist and a doctor. Then wait for some business to come along, and it's a good idea to build a psychiatry department and a doctor with psychiatric qualifications. A pharmacy and nurse is also essential in curing your patients. Watch out for rogue Bloaty Head, which was a fun little disease. And an inflation room will sort out these out. You need to be looking for 10 people and make sure your reputation doesn't drop below 200. This is by far the easiest level that you'll get, and you pretty much can get in your sleep. Now, what I used to do back in the day is I used to pause it and then build all the buildings and then unpause it and watch everything happen, which is actually a terrible idea. You kind of want to build the foundations of a receptionist and a receptionist, then start the hospital by, you can't see it because my camera's in the way, but there's a little kind of start thing, and you get that tune. And then you want to build you kind of want to build as they come along and to suit the demands of your patients as they arrive. It's a very cartoony, very kind of, it's a lot of fun. Now, a lot of people that are fans of Theme Hospital will probably point out 2 Point Hospital, which is essentially a spiritual successor to Theme Hospital, created by the same guys who made this original game back in the 90s. Or 2000s? 90s? Pretty sure it's 90s. So anyway, let's explain what's going on. I'm really excited, sorry. So this is a GP's office. This is basically where all the diagnosing and all the patients come to first, when you first get started. So we'll pop a little doctor in there and pretty much he types on his computer, goes to the files and pretty much waits until a patient arrives. So, and we build a little bench here. Now, what we'll also need is a way to diagnose the patients. So general diagnosis, psychiatry are typically in the water. They're the most basic diagnostic tools. So we'll do general diagnosis first and we'll pop that out. Put some windows there, which adds to the enjoyment and happiness of a doctor. Put that down, put a way for the patients to get changed, put some essentials. This kind of just adds to happiness, adds to the doctors, they get unhappy a lot and they demand money a lot. So you get into a habit of ticking all these boxes and then planting them all down so the room looks prettier. So general diagnosis, patients who require further diagnosis are sent and checked here. If a GP's office doesn't find out what is wrong with them, which you can put consultants in there, like really experienced doctors or really like high-end doctors, and they can diagnose them straight away. They can find out what's wrong with them. General diagnosis often will. From here, they'll be sent back to the GP office for analysis of results to produce here. General diagnosis requires a doctor. So yeah, it is what it says. Patient will come here, get checked out, then get sent back here, and the doctors will analyze the results, essentially. We should be seeing a patient soon, actually. It's been a while. No patients at the moment. Yeah, taking a while to get here. It is the first level, so they do hold your hand a little bit through it. So, all right, what else can we do? You can get staff room toilets. This is the inflation. That's the bloaty head that you heard about. Well, hopefully we'll be able to see that. Pharmacy, you know, straightforward. You get medicines and stuff. We'll see all this kind of take place as we go forward. So, we'll probably get some toilets up. It's probably the only you want. You know, patient enjoyment is just as important as doctor happiness, you could say. Let's go for some toilets there. So I'll pop down 2 sinks, and there we go. And where do we go? That, we'll chuck that. God, I can't chuck that anywhere. Oh, screw it, we don't need that. And we'll put that, oh, there we go, we'll put that there. And a fire extinguisher. Can we pop that anywhere? You don't really need a fire extinguisher in the toilet anyway. Toilet. Patients feeling the cooler nature will need to unburden themselves in comfort of your toilet facilities. You can build a lot of extra stalls, wash basins if you expect a lot of visitors. In some cases, you might consider building further facilities elsewhere in the hospital, which I never used to do. Actually very important. You should be doing that. So there's the first patient. See, there we go. They're going to be talking, blah, 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 blah. Open the door, or knock on the door, go in there. So there, I probably should have placed that better for the sake of seeing things. But yeah. There we go. Now they've probably gone to general diagnosis. You can have the reception. Normally you would place additional doctors. I kind of, for budgetary reasons, kind of hold off hiring too many people at the start because that always screws me. So we're just going to do it that way. Alright, so this is what they do. They'll get changed. They'll get changed behind this little curtain. Bloop. Bloop. Alright, and the doctor will, well, apparently magically pass through people. Ooh, look. And just do... It's not a very good doctor. He just put a thermometer in. He probably could have done that in GP's office, to be honest. But, you know, everyone knows in the health system you have to gorge money from people, so. Don't have an, oh, chief rock. Okay, so we have to hire a handyman here to kind of clean up this mess and look after plants and all that. So we'll hire this dude. We'll put him right on the mess. Sorry, no, what? Thanks, dude. You really helped me there. All right, so she's been diagnosed with the squits. So from cause eating a pizza cooker. Oh, sorry, eating pizza found under the cooker. Okay, sometimes usually you can guess. So squit. Yeah, all right. Cure, gluttonous mix of stringy pharmaceutical chemicals solidified and patient inwards. So this basically saying you got a new condition, you know how to solve it, but you don't have the building yet. So are you gonna you gonna do this? So we'll tell them to wait because that's the next thing we'll do. We'll build a pharmacy. Where do we'll put the pharmacy here, right? While she vomits all over my damn floor. See, sometimes if you don't have the room or you make a patient wait, they'll vomit everywhere. But I kind of did that deliberately just to show you what happened. So pharmacy, patients who have been diagnosed and whose treatment is a drug must use the pharmacy to take the medicine. As more and more drug cures are researched and become available, this room gets busy, you might want to become another pharmacy. That is very true. You always need another pharmacy. And we'll put yeah, I'll put you in there. Come on. Yeah, good. So, she's gonna basically get cured here. So, I'm gonna pour a little drink here. There we go. And drink it. There we go. So we'll put that there. So they're getting a little bit busier now. So we've got the second patient here. So we might, if there's another patient comes, if one of these rooms end up with them waiting and a doctor not there because he's busy with somewhere else, we'll probably get another doctor. But right now, kind of want to stick to basics. So every level has little goals. So this is our goal here. It's a very straightforward, very simple. Essentially just cure 10 people. And these, it's very, very rare to have needing to hit any other goals. You get so much money at the start, it's not funny. You only need more than $1,000. And you just need the hospital worth. Yeah, it looks like you do have to work on that, so it kind of forces you to build more buildings, so you need your worth to be more than that, and at the moment it's that. That will come naturally as more diseases are discovered and more things are needed. So we'll see what's needed here. Let's see if it's going to be a simple case. So what has he got? Heat piles. Alright. Your team has discovered a new condition. It is the heaps piles. Cause standing around by water coolers. Symptoms. Patient feels like I'm guessing I mean he or she is sitting on a bag of marbles. Pleasant yet powerfully acidic drink dissolves the piles from inside. See, a lot of them were joking diseases, but they're very kind of slightly joking ones. They're still realism. But you'll see as we go forward, you'll see other diseases like slack tongue and bloaty head and radiation, which, because this is a mod, there's a lot of things are still missing from the game, but a lot of improvements are made as well, like better pass, multiple nurses being in wards, little changes like that, which I really appreciate it. Alright, so this is the scenario we're talking about. So let's get another doctor, and we'll get there. And we'll build a little bit more seats and so forth. Alright, so they're getting a little bit busier now. So let's build more diagnostic tools, because there's only so much this dude can do. Let's build this big one here. So this is psychiatry, and as the name says, it's psychiatry. So you get a little curtain, which is pretty much used for only one disease. King complex, which hopefully we'll see one day. We'll build that. Bookshelf. It just helps the diagnostic process. Don't know if it's actually necessary or gives you a boost. I think it's just more cosmetic. And what you need is one with a little psychiatry book that tells what skills you have. So psychiatrist. So we'll pop them in there because it's specialized doctor, and not a lot of doctors have it. I know this dude had it. We hired him with it, but this guy's going to be dedicated, because what we're going to do is we're going to swap this to no, so no one can leave their room. Well, go into a random room. So if a doctor is missing, you'll notice the doctor will leave and go to another room. But this way, it kind of forces the doctors to stay there. Which leads us to probably the next important room to get, a staff room. Otherwise, these guys will start to get grumpy and tired. Which, that does happen quite a lot to them. I think, where should we put it? Should we put it there? Yeah, let's just put it there. Alright. So we'll build a pool table, chuck a few sofas there, and a TV. Alright. Now this music can get a bit tedious and a bit annoying. But you kinda... I end up turning it off most of the time. But I guess for these playthroughs, probably better to leave it on. Because there's only so much things I can talk about and sound like I'm droning on. Staff room. Your staff get tired as they relax and carry out their jobs. Oh wait, that doesn't even make sense. Your staff get tired as they carry out their jobs. They require room to relax and refresh themselves. Tired staff slow down, demand more money. Yes, they do, a lot. And will eventually quit. This also, they make mistakes. Building a staff room with plenty of them to do is very worthwhile. Make sure there's room for several staff members at one time. Yeah, there we go. So that's the staff room. Got this dude with the visibility. Alright. We have exhausted all our diagnosis machines. So this happens if you don't buy diagnostics tools. Luckily I played this game enough to know visibility can't get any better than pretty much a 70% chance. So, and for this level anyway. We've also diagnosed machines for this patient and still not sure what's wrong. There's a 72% chance that we have identified this type of visibility. You'd think there'd be a 100% chance. He's invisible, but apparently not. Take a chance and proper cure. It basically means you just got a 72% chance of curing him. Despite, if you look at the medication here, it says 100%. No, that's really 100% if you know 100% certain what they have. But if they're not sure of it, it's still only 70%. So if you notice here, he drinks it, he comes back to being invisible, but he survives, and it's a very profitable disease. So you kind of want to take those chances when you can, especially if you're struggling for money. But we cured him, yeah! First wacky disease, you could say. Alright, next one, we'll go for a ward. So ward's another diagnostic place, you could say. You probably don't need 11 of them. Probably be call it a 6. Alright, so we'll pop these beds down. I like to put a lot of beds just so we can have multiple people being in the ward at the same time. And just speeds things up tremendously. Yeah, ward. Patients are kept here for observation by a nurse during diagnosis. They remain here prior for operation. Yes, so once you get into surgery, you pretty much want the ward next to the surgeons, and you'll notice that it's very, very crucial to have a lot of beds in there, because that starts to get stacked up quite significantly. Alright. Now, this is a bloaty head dude. This is the one we're talking about. Little bloaty head and that. But I've noticed... Where did he go? Ah, he's tired. Let's shove this dude in here. Just so we can keep this ticking over. Now we're gonna need an inflation department. We'll shove you in here because I've got a feeling, because this guy always needs general diagnosis to get seen. Or cured or identified, whatever you want to call it. How are we going? So we've got 6. Alright, alright. Alright. So we're ticking along nicely, we've got a good amount. I think we've hit our... Yes, that's definitely well above where we're heading. So we just need to cure 4 more. We just need 4 more. So we're going to need an inflation place. There we go, inflation. Where do we want it? Let's chuck it right next to here. Let's chuck it right here. Put windows, put that room in there. Alright, so we'll chuck this all down. Inflation clinic. Patients with the painful yet humorous condition of bloaty head must come to the inflation clinic, where their overlarge cranium will be popped and instantly reflated to correct pressure. The inflation clinic requires any doctor, and it requires ongoing maintenance by the handyman. Doctor, we'll chuck you in there, and chuck you in there, because you need to serve that. And we'll get another doctor for this one, and we'll chuck down a few heads, a few benches. Sorry, my words are all over the place. Okay, there we go. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna watch this dude. Your team has discovered new condition bloaty head. I pretty much discovered it before they did. Cause sniffing cheese and drinking unpurified rainwater, which we've all done. So watch out, everyone. Symptoms very uncomfortable for the sufferer. That's typically the definition of a symptom. The swollen head is popped and then reinflated to the correct PSI using a clever machine. Alright. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Alright, so let's watch this happen. He's gonna come here. Open the door. Yep. Pop. He's got all this fat just ripped off. Don't know where he puts it. Don't want to know. And blows him up again, puts it back, and there we go. And that's a very happy chappy all of a sudden. There we go. Alright, we've got another disease here. Your team has discovered a new condition. It's called the uncommon cold. Cause small particles or snot in the air. Alright. Symptoms: runny nose, sneezing, and discolored lungs. Not sure how they know that, the colour of them, but apparently it's a thing. Cure: big swig of uncommon cough medicine. Uncommon cough medicine made from special ingredients, and the pharmacy will cure this. So this dude is going to get cured here. So pretty much that's the first level in a nutshell. You pretty much just have to rub your hands and just wait at this point for the episodes for the game to tick over. I think we built everything we can do. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else. That's all the buildings you can get. It's very simple. You probably could place them a lot better than I did here. I typically place them all around the sides and don't place them here. Oh, Councillor Crawford Purves has expressed a wish to visit your hospital. Yeah. So once in a while you get VIPs coming to visit your hospital. And if your hospital isn't rubbish or chaotic, you pretty much will get a bonus. He'll give you extra money and give you a reception boost if you're good. Money if you're just alright, or if it's really, really bad, you'll get bad reputation. It's really hard to get really bad. Things have to be really, like vomit all over the floor, things all over the place. You have to be running a really rough hospital for that to happen. I've never had it happen, to be honest. I'm assuming... I think I've had it once. Can't remember how. I think I was doing it just to play with the game and see if I could. But at the moment we just need to cure one more person and there's literally no patients in the hospital. There, we've got 2, we've got 3 incoming. Alright. You can't see that because the camera's in the way, but we've got people coming. We've got people coming. Doom, doom. Doom, doom. Normally there's a lot more to do. It's the first level. The later levels gets very chaotic, a lot of rooms. Plus there's a lot of bugs in this because it is a mod, as I said. But with this mod, it allows you to zoom out a lot more. You can see, oh there you go, you can see all the patients coming. You can do a lot more with this mod, and that's why I really want to put more focus on it. If you do like coding, if you like this game to begin with, and you just want to get more involved in helping with this mod, I'll put all the links down below so you can check it out. Alright, here's the VIP. He always looks the same. It's basically, because it was an English company that made this game, so there's a lot of that. Basically, he looks like an old English top hat wearer guy. I don't know the exact name for that kind of guy. We'll call him Top Hat Man. Hello, Top Hat Man. Little weird mustache. Very, like my mustache. I can. Wait, does he have a mustache? Yeah, he does have a mustache right there, right? Yeah. He's got blue eyes too. I don't know why he's checking out the toilet. It's kind of creepy. It's kind of weird. Anyway, another little thing here is that you can see who's queued for the office. So as you start going through, you notice this little helipad over here too. So in the later game, you can start getting emergencies. So it'll say, emergencies come up, can you cure 7 people with Bloaty Head? And you say, yeah, I can handle that. Everything's going well. Right now, helicopter will land, 7 people will come up and wait behind there, and you can move them forward to the front of the queue. And essentially try and get them cured faster. So it allows you to also move up people that are going to be dying quick. That don't... Yeah, if you need to speed things up with certain things, it kind of helps manage it a little bit better. We're still looking for a 9th cure, aren't we? It's taking a little while, isn't it? No, oh yeah, there we go. This will be our 9th cure, hopefully. He's cured. Let's watch it, our 9th. Boop, boop. Here we go. Yeah! That's our 9th there. Now, one thing about the game, once you hit all the metrics here, like we've hit everything, we've hit our 10, you have to sustain it for until the end of the month. So if you're having trouble with money, and you know you're not going to pass the level, it keeps on going. So you can't say, oh, once I hit there, it's done, over. Nah, it doesn't work that way, unfortunately. But these guys are starting to queue up a little bit. Alright, just going to GPS off this. Actually, let's, for the moment, turn that off. So we get doctors that leave rooms. So we'll move this doctor We'll keep the GP ticking over. There we go. Dear Dave's Quest, you have been vastly successful in your tenure at this hospital. To this end, we predict great things for you and would like to offer you a position elsewhere. The salary will be $11,390, which is a shit salary, let's be honest. And we think you'll love new challenge it would pose. Would you like a position at Sleepy Hollow Hospital? So you get the salary at the end of the year, so it really helps you if you manage to get to it. So yeah, let's move on to the next level. And there we have it. Alright, there's a greater variety of ailments in this area. Set your hospital up to deal with more patients. Plan and build a research department. And remember to keep your establishment clean and get your reputation as high as possible. You'll be dealing with diseases like slack tongue clinic, and you'll need a slack tongue, so you'll need a slack tongue clinic. You can also build a cardiogram will help you diagnose new illnesses, but both these rooms you'll need to be researched before you can build them. Now you can buy extra plots of land to expand your hospital. Use the new town map for this. Aim for a reputation of 300 and a bank balance of $10,000 and 40,000 people cured. So that's what we'll get into next episode. Thanks all for watching. I'll pause this. I'll save this. I'm gonna have to save it. Save it as Dave. Alright. Thanks all for watching, I really appreciate it. If you did like this episode, make sure you leave a comment below or a like, or just say what's up, you know. And until next time, thank you. Bye bye.